Camelot 331 here, and it looks like the news about GameStop is quite sad. It's quite depressing and it's broken my heart. And the only thing that mends my poor, broken mid-30s heart is the fact that I'm not there. There's some news coming out about GameStop I'm about to tell you guys. It's gonna make you sad. And it's gonna make you think back to all those midnight releases with Call of Duty and Elder Scrolls Skyrim. You're gonna look back and be like, damn, look what we've lost. And look what we have not gained in return. The only people gaining anything are the executives at GameStop. They're rolling in it. They're in Las Vegas right now on a 5-day bender. It is totally fine. The people in the stores, though, rest in peace. They're sharing some pretty alarming stuff. So before we get into what they're sharing right now, make sure you subscribe, like this nonsense, and get the hell on it, doggone it. Very, very important. So check this out. So first things first, it says, farewell to my store. Aside for the corporate crap, I generally loved working here. My store was the perfect pace where I could keep it clean in spite of some of my coworkers' best efforts, talk to fellow nerds, and actually get stuff done. This store survived a lot. From the pandemic, a car crash, and one particularly damaging manager. I have memories coming here when I was 9, buying a few Skylanders. My man's very young. Some DS games, and maybe some Wii stuff. It's very sad to see it go, but I'll always appreciate the time I had with it. Also, I add pics to the empty back room, but I'm cautious because of the rules. Who cares about the rules, man? You're done. I am closing. I am leaving. Never to be seen again. But I don't want to break the rules. Bro, there are no rules. It's over. Go rob a bank. It's time. No, that's a joke. But am I the only one that's not like this? I gotta be honest, I feel like I'm the only one that's not like this. When I drive by my old stores, keep in mind there's like 5. Most of them are gone now. Actually, I think all of them are, with the exception of one. And when I drive by them, I don't look at them because I'll like throw up. I don't know how people are like, I appreciate my time. No, thank you. This is only one tab. You ready to go through all of them with me? My last key turn at GameStop. These are all in the last few days. Spooky, eerie, gone. 2025 is the death of the physical locations. Another one, store closing art. We're disappearing. Thank you. At least they had time to draw some art. That's cute. It says, we weren't even supposed to shut down. This sucks. It was a great month and a half, but they screwed us on rent. I was so ready to be here for at least 6 to 12 months, but alas, no. God has other plans, and that is not letting GameStop stay open. No, look, here's the thing, though. They always tell you this. I remember my regional director telling my ass, hey, man, we have all these stores, and we're working on renewing all their leases. About 3 days later, I heard 4 of these stores were closing. Which 4 stores? All the stores they were talking about renewing their leases on. When they tell you they're working on the rent and working on the leases, that means they're closing your store, by the way. Or else you wouldn't even hear that coming out of anybody's mouth. But you can see, I love how they still have the POS. Look, they still have the POS from 2002 in here. 2002! They made over $1 billion during the stock craze, and they couldn't even get you a computer that was post 2002. Hence why these places are closing. They still have all the same old stuff. And then they rely on the employees. By the way, this is something I'll never understand. And this is just me. But why do they rely on the employees to box everything up? My happy ass is gone. Oh, well, if you don't box everything up, we're not giving you a severance. Oh, what? You're going to give me a 3-week severance? I'm gone. No. I will forego the 2 month of severance that they might offer me. I will forego that immediately just to make them suffer. 100%. The fact that you're not is insane to me. Who cares about $800? Let them suffer. But that's not all, boys. That's not all. It keeps going. Bro, what is happening? I had my first customer of the day. Bro comes in and returns a Fortnite digital, claims it's overheating. So, of course, I go and do the return, but I don't have any of those models in stock, so I offer to upgrade him to the disc version, and he says, I don't think I should be upcharged because you sold me a defective console. It's like, bro, it was brand new in the box. They don't care about that stuff. They don't care about that stuff. It says, so one of our popular stores closed down, and the person who ran that store was supposed to come run our store. I asked my DM what was the status, and he says, oh, that's not happening anymore. A tale as old as time. One thing's for sure. If a district manager or a regional manager, and I would say this is true about probably every corporation, but especially GameStop, if they tell you they're going to do a thing, they're likely doing the opposite. It says, well, it's over. My childhood GameStop that I've been coming to since I was probably 6 years old and have bought at least 100 games from is closing down. Damn, son. It says perhaps a new chain of video game businesses will emerge from the ashes. I doubt it because GameStop's going to stay around for a long time. They're going to utilize that $1 billion they got, and they're going to slowly close down every single store, and then you won't be able to open another store because the general public won't understand GameStop's not around anymore. The name will still be around, so people will assume. So they won't be enticed to go somewhere else because they're like, oh, well, if I wanted to go to a game store, I just go to GameStop, even though it doesn't exist anymore. So GameStop needs to die or rebrand. It says, we closed to the public on Saturday. They wasted no time getting our marquee down. Ho doggy. Immediately. This person says it's mainly because once you don't renew the lease, the property management, mall management gives GameStop a strict date to clear out the store and vacate the premises. It's happening everywhere, man. It's happening everywhere. The end of an era. The GameStop in my hometown closed today. I worked there for several years with best friends. I met people that I still know 15 years later. People that were groomsmen and the officiant of my wedding. Why did so many dumb things there like throwing disc cases, throwing stars at each other, getting up on the counter due to the res dance to boost numbers, and throw Battlefield Bad Company 2 scratch and snips under the bathroom door to stink out our manager. Not to mention the wedding that we held at the store, not mine. I'm not too sad to see the company go, but I'll miss that store. Goodbye, old friend. I will tell you, if you're holding your wedding at a GameStop, you got deeper issues. But we had some crazy antics at my store. One time, we got sticky notes, little, sticky notes, and we just put it on the back of this little 9-year-old kid that was playing the Xbox in the store, and we did it for an hour. And at the very end of it, he had a cape all the way down to the floor. A cape of sticky notes. He then leaves. And then about 10 minutes later, his mom comes in holding the damn cape. And she's like, who the hell did this? Oops. We said it wasn't us. And then she left. It all worked out. A letter to those who are being promoted to customer. I was a store leader who closed the store in 2021. I understand the roller coaster of emotions. It's sad to see it go and say goodbye no matter how many times you've had at the store with wild customers, battle toads or minty pickaxe calls, or keeping up with the wild stats being asked to you. But I'm sure there were good times. I'm here to say it'll be okay even if you feel low. It's a weird sigh of relief, but also sorrow. After being promoted to customer, I found a career path I now love. However, I did go months without work and mental health struggles. And I personally believe everyone going through it right now, and I feel your pain. It gets better. Feel free to use this thread to talk about your experiences and your memories. That is true. That is 100% true. What you find after GameStop is better because everything's better than GameStop, in contrast. Store closure grief. I can't be the only one bawling my eyes out at my store closure. That's a little extreme. The kicker is GameStop employees are actually sharing good practices for resumes to try to find jobs after the illustrious company shutters its doors. It says, look at the job description for GameStop and use that as your base for duties. Add any extra duties you can think of. Check other retail job descriptions and borrow their wording. That's 100% accurate. That's exactly what you should do. Then check the jobs you're applying for and their corresponding job description duties to your resume to hit their AI word filtering to get a better chance at the interview. To be fair, well, I guess times have changed. I was about to say, I don't know if anybody even looks at that, but times have probably changed, actually. It's been a while. It's been a few years. I'm old looking now. I mean, look at me. Use AI for proper spelling and grammar. Create a cover letter, very important. Try to use 3 pages, resume, education. Too many pages will get thrown out. I was told by a very high member at Target to never do more than a cover letter and a resume. Don't worry about anything else. List your top 5 accomplishments at the beginning of your work experience. Make sure they're actual accomplishments, not that you organize the wall, okay? List your skills using measurable content. I complete X project with Y budget in X time before the deadline. Make sure you use singular pronouns when explaining experience. If you always say we, us, the team, it shows you're not capable of doing anything by yourself. Only mention teamwork when necessary. Hot diggity damn. And also, just be simple. Be absolutely simple. Times are changing, and people don't really want any toxicity on their hands. They don't want annoying people in their hands. They don't want a possible conflict in the future. Be very simple. Don't be overtly overbearing and political in your messaging when you're trying to get a job. Okay? Don't show up in underwear and blue hair. It's very easy to mess these things up. A hiring manager is not going to want your ass if you pose any threat at all. Okay? What you may think is based in morality and kindness, a lot of people don't see it that way. So just show up, tell them what you're good at, and get the hell out of there. And sign on if they allow you to. What do you think about all this nonsense? Very, very spicy. Make sure you share it. Make sure you subscribe. Give your boy some love. And get the hell on it, doggone it. Very important.